Manzano. He's got nothing but green. Oh, and a touchdown saving tackle by Angel Chavarria.
Academy searching for Babinski in the front. Babinski will keep her footing. She'll come back inside. Trying to get it. Here's the shot opportunity, and Academy scores to start this game. That's just a backbreaker when you loot. You're 1 yard from it. Turtle Morales is going to Cruz Garcia. Intercepted! Running up to make that play, it's Jesse Ramirez. Ramirez bouncing off a couple of guys, gets through and finally taken down by Raymond Ivey.
No one has that problem in the city, to be so stacked at wide receiver that you're going to move one of your receivers to running back. There's Robertson. He scoops it up at the 7. He crosses the 20. He'll get to the 30. A lot of room for Robertson. He's got some speed. He's going to have to beat the kicker, and that is all. And the kicker can't get to him. He's stumbling up, and he is pushed out of bounds at the 2-yard line. There is the deep ball. The receiver was open for a moment, but then it's a pick for the people's champ, Nathan Lopez. He came out of nowhere to make that interception. Bell is going to get tripped up. He's still up on his feet. Bell rolling to his right. He's going to throw down the field to a wide open man at midfield. What a catch there.
What a play.
Safety help coming,
Yeah, you see Moore going over there. Just fine.
middle, and it's Exodus Ayers in a lot of space. Ayers gets across the 40, cuts back up at the 30. He's dancing. Now he'll turn on the Jets. Ayers is going to spin into the end zone. Mr. Cool himself. How smooth of a route was that at the end there, huh? He just keeps serving these kids. And he goes year after
right.
year.
Mark's on stop, so he's chunking it down the field.
He's got all day into double coverage. It's caught! Oh, he picked it out of the air. What a catch by Trujillo. How did he do that?
Double coverage. He jumped over both of them.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact.
Georgia State. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Because
I'm an addict. And it was there for me, and I got a taste, and I went back for more.
I gotta find it, but this guy almost won $20,000. The Jets didn't cover. He had everything else, yards, over. He woke up.
And he had me feeling good as they were marching.
The garbage time. Yeah, in the garbage time.
Well, all that garbage time. The last drive, they were at will, even on fourth down. Just
$20,000. That's what he needed. Just the Jets to cover.
Just for that ball not to be dead.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do feel bad. I do.
Yeah, have you ever been there? Have you ever been holding like a big ticket, 20,000 or 200, whatever it is, and a parlay that went down to something like that? Because parlays are so hard to hit. That's why they pay the way they do. I mean, hitting 5 to 7 games, 3 games, pick 3. Go pick 3. Edwards sits here every day. Oh, gives us 3 that's going to make it. He hits 1 or 2. Right? And he's very succinct with it, very, very brief. And it's hard. It's really hard. And to get to that point, that's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. You don't know my worst betting story. It was on ESPN did a thing of it. Amory, a good buddy of mine. But do you remember the Kentucky Derby 3 years ago where the horse that won got disqualified, and so the second-place horse moved in, and it was like a 53-1 long shot. It was the biggest payout ever in the Derby. Anyway, he had the exacta. All right, so he looked at it, and he lives in Nevada. He bet at a different house than he normally does because his son was running in the state track meet or something on the way. So he went to Carson City, went to the same casino, but it was an off-casino, smaller house, basically, William Hill, and placed his bet, and a big bet. Bottom line is he was going to win it was 700. What did I tell you? What was it, like 760 grand? Remember? He came on with us and went to cash the check, and the guy's like, "What's up?" He's like, "Well, I think I just won a lot of money." And he's like, he was telling me my biggest issue going to cash the ticket was how much do I tip the guy at the window?
Yeah.
Right? He's like, I just won $760,000.
Jesus.
Right? And they're, oh yeah, no sir, we're non-parimutuel betting. Like the bets are capped, and there was like 3 windows down. There was a note. Basically, they said, yeah, you won 35 grand, which is a nice day.
Right.
But he got lawyers and took this to the Nevada Gaming Commission, and I think it might still even be going, but he didn't get his 760 grand. He went to the news. He went to ESPN, did a story on him.
Dang.
Yeah, because and my whole thing was, how do you take a bet that you can't pay?
Right.
Like if you're the house, that was my biggest issue. If you're the house, how do you accept that bet knowing you can't pay the odds? Yeah.
Never heard that before.
Yeah, that's my worst betting story of all of them.
Wow.
Yeah. Know the rules, read all the signs. He's an ophthalmologist. He said at one point he went to a hearing and they're like, "Doctor, you're an ophthalmologist. You should be able to read the sign." And it was like 3 windows down. Anyway, it's a bad betting story. All right, 45-30. Colts beat the Jets yesterday. Lobo women's basketball. You're going to have to coach that one out of me.
Yeah.
It's probably not for you to coach it out of me.
Too.
It's probably for him to coach it out of me. You're going to have to coach it out of me.
You can still use it.
Do you call them Lady Lobos ever on the radio?
Not on the radio.
You don't?
Wow.
All right.
I think it's fine in conversation.
All right.
Right now.
This is the radio.
Yeah.
All right. But not when you're doing the
not in the
broadcast.
broadcast.
All right. Lobo women's basketball. The University of New Mexico women's basketball team defeated Western New Mexico yesterday, 88-72.
Let's go.
When we get back, you want to give us a little rundown on how the ladies looked? I can call them ladies, though, right?
Yes, you can.
I mean, is that okay? They're ladies?
I hope so.
All right.
Want me to look up?
I did.
So I'll have a sign.
I just
just
want to
for
make
like your friend.
I don't want to get myself Robert Sarvard here.
Yeah,
I mean, we don't need to do that either. So JJ, give us a little rundown on the women's basketball team when we get back. Lobo men tonight against New Mexico Highlands University. Lobo women's soccer advances to the conference final. Heather Dyke's going to be with us. She's the head coach. 9:00 this morning as they get ready to play for a conference championship. We got a ton to do. Football Friday as well around here as high school playoffs get rolling. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck, Marie produces on the radio side. Adrian produces on a busy weekend over at ProView Networks. Glad you're with us on 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, backed by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're #1 in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico
5.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
All right, you get a look at Lobo men's basketball tonight. First look in the pit against somebody else, UNM New Mexico Highlands in an exhibition. University Arena tonight over on News Radio KKOB and at the pit. Last night, the women's basketball team, the defending Mountain West Conference regular season champions, were victorious over the Western New Mexico University Mustangs?
They played Eastern.
Oh, it was Eastern. Well, then that's the Greyhounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Greyhounds.
Yeah. Why did I have W on there? Because I actually did have it. I just can't read my own writing, Amory. They beat Eastern 88-72. So the voice of the Lobos, J.J. Buck, is with us this morning.
Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Hey, thanks for the time. I know you had a late night last night. Thanks for getting up and being here with us. How'd they look?
Well, if you listen to Mike Bradbury, they look terrible.
Oh, that's right. That's what a coach is supposed to say after
He was
an exhibition.
Not happy. And this team is going to be a bit of a roller coaster this season. They have a really good core of players, but your 4 returners that helped you win a conference title, you're mixing 6 freshmen that have to provide depth and are going to have multiple players on the floor at times. It's something that Bradbury talked about last night. He's like, I can't play those 4 players 38 minutes a game, so we got to come together. And there's going to be some bumps in the road early in the season getting those players used to Division I basketball.
All right. So sloppy because it was their first game, sloppy because it was the first game, sloppy because
it was their second game.
Well, that's a fair enough point. It was their second game. They had one on Sunday. All right.
Sunday they hit shots early and often, ran away from Western Colorado. Eastern had some players. They had 3 Division I transfers that caused some problems because they were post players. That's still an area of concern for New Mexico, as it was last year. As you get a team that really plays it inside, how are they going to defend in those moments? They got to figure out some sets to help out there. And it was one where they were in control. Like, your fourth quarter, they
never thought they were going to lose.
Like 20. They never thought they were going to lose. It's just the frustration as a coach with some of the lineups. Like, there's times in that game he has 4 freshmen and a sophomore on the floor. And he made a conscious effort, too, about 4 minutes left in the first quarter, did a hockey line change. You put all the young players out there. And, yeah, there's times that that's not going to look good. Now, that's not going to happen during the regular season. But it's one that expectations can still be high for this team. Anderson, Magruder, De La Cerda, Tora Duff, very good players. It's going to be interesting to see the rotations.
J.J. Buck, the voice of the Lobo women's basketball team, is with us on the opening drive this morning as the Lobos were winners last night over Eastern New Mexico, 88-72. All right, good to be in the pit. This is your second year of doing this job, but your first year actually being at games. Nice to be courtside.
It is. I feel like an actual announcer. Like, this is my first time doing it. Because last year it was so weird just calling all but 2 games off a computer screen.
So last year, Amory, JJ was they set up a little boothio, like a little booth studio, right, at the stadium.
Yeah.
And they would go, and there were a couple of times where the feed went down. So he's calling a game off of and think of some of these women's basketball streams, right? When they're playing in wherever gym that they could find.
I can't imagine.
With
Lagging.
And last year being so bizarre, right? So playing in little gyms in West Texas or wherever, and the streams, and then they would go out, and he's got to do a radio call of a game that you can't see.
That's crazy.
And when he's calling the game, first of all, it's being shot coach's tape style, right? So it's super wide. So you're trying to make out who's got the ball anyway. What he did and Nikki last year and Robert and Hunter, same way, was phenomenal. I mean, we talk about what the players went through, and they had to do it, and it was hard. And I'm not saying yours was harder than that, but being a broadcaster in his first year of doing play-by-play and having to do it off of a screen with a wide shot of a floor in some gym somewhere, and then the stream goes out. Man, it's got to be nice to be in the gym.
Yes.
That's awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
Can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Lobo men's tonight. We might have tickets to give away, Marie.
Oh, nice.
Maybe.
Okay. You let me know.
Yeah, no, I'll let you know about that. But we may have some tickets to give away before we get out of here today for Lobos and New Mexico Highlands tonight. All right, the big basketball story yesterday wasn't that the Lakers got beat again and blew another big lead and lose to Oklahoma City 107-104 without LeBron James, and AD hurt his thumb.
It was the big ESPN story about the Phoenix Suns, their majority owner, Robert Sarver, and the allegations of racism, misogyny, mistreatment of people. And this is, if you read it, it's just, it's so uncomfortable. Now, I don't know where this is going to go. To me, I've heard this is Donald Sterling all over again, and I'm not there yet. It says 70 people were interviewed for this story. It doesn't say how many of those 70 people had those allegations, because there were certainly people who were in this story who backed up Robert Sarver and said, that's not the guy I work for, that's not the guy I know. So I don't know of the 70 people, JJ, what the percentage of those people who felt this way, but certainly enough for ESPN and Baxter Holmes to write this story and publish the story. But there's enough smoke there where it makes you sit back and just go, you've got one of the former coaches going, basically saying it happened. You've got other people saying, oh, no, that didn't happen. You've got a current minority owner saying that it's disgusting, basically. I'm not going to read you the whole story because it took me probably 20 minutes to get through it. But there were pieces that jump out at you, including the treatment of women, him passing around a shot of his wife in a bikini and allegedly talking about his sex life, which makes everybody uncomfortable, which the use of the N-word. You read the story, I'm going to guess. It's so uncomfortable to read it. A, your thought, and B, what happens? Because I think going forward, I'm not sure that this is cut and dry as some people want it to be in regards to what happens to this guy.
Mm-hmm. This is a reminder that you can be a smart businessman and an incredibly ignorant person. And we see this so many times. Like, you get a sense of power. You're better than everyone. I run this show. I've made the money. This is my squad. And then you get a sense of, I can do whatever the heck I want, and nothing's going to happen. And everything that people have said, awkward, ignorant, you name it, it's a dude that, it's not, he's just had zero filter. It's a dude that has zero self-recognition because he doesn't care, because he's never had to care.
Do you know how he made his money? Because I don't. I don't know if he was born into it, if he made his money. And some will say it doesn't matter, but it would, and it probably doesn't, but it would explain some things. There were some pieces in there where he says to women, I own you. Don't I own you? Don't I own you? How much do you want your job? How much is your job worth to you? That kind of stuff. And the NBA has said that there were no reports. They've got a confidential hotline, basically, to report workplace improprieties. And the NBA says there was nothing. HR says there was nothing. Look, that doesn't mean nothing happened. There's a story of a 25-year-old man who was working for him. Then they were at an event, and Sarver pantsed him, pulled down the guy's pants in front of everybody. Thought it was fun. Oh, it was just a joke. Everybody laughed. It was funny. And the dude was humiliated. And in the story, and I'm paraphrasing, he says, "What was I supposed to do? I'm 25 years old. I got a job. I got to feed my family. I can't go make waves, right? What do you do?" Obviously, there was a culture that was pick your word. But I don't think that he's going to be forced, because I've been hearing a lot. Well, he's going to lose his team. He's got to sell his team. This is Donald Sterling. This isn't Donald Sterling. This isn't all these years of different incidents, and then you've got something hard evidence on tape. You've got a lot of they said, and him countering almost all of it with, oh, no, that's not what happened. Oh, this is a case of, see, this is how things get blown out of proportion. He's got a response for almost everything. And again, I don't know, JJ, of the 70, did 15 people tell stories, and the others 60 or 55 go, no, that's I don't know the answer to that. All I know is, as I read it, I was so uncomfortable.
Yeah, and everyone is going to say, well, how did it get to this point? You know how, because we've all been in environments where someone above us might be awkward or do things that are uncomfortable, but it's the thought in your mind of, well, if I go blow this up, what happens to me? And the same thing for these NBA personnel that We're not talking about general managers and presidents, and we're just talking about operations people, everyday workers in the business administration, sitting there wondering, well, how am I supposed to solve this? It's always after the fact in these situations. Easier said than done. And I wonder too, how many people actually knew the NBA had that hotline that you could report.
And I'm going to guess people that work in the NBA.
First time I heard about it.
But I mean, it's not for you and I to know necessarily. But, hey, Maria, when we come back, I want to ask you, I'd love your perspective, because there's a lot of stuff in here. You've worked in sports, and there's a lot of stories in here from, well, there's a few from women who said, what was I supposed to do? I mean, this is what we sign up for. We know we're getting into this when we get into a man's world. And so you just almost have to take it. And I'm gonna assume you read the story, but I'm gonna ask your thoughts on that when we come back, because it's not right. Is it inherent? There's going to be plenty of people who are going to call us and say, well, that's just inherent. I mean, that's what happens. So I want to get there when we get back. 505-246-0610. I want to tell you about IPS, International Protective Service. You see their vehicles around town. I know you have, because they're everywhere. Ever wonder what they are? Who they are? International Protective Service is a security company. A security company that I trust to watch my home. They watch homes, businesses, protect what's important to you, and they've been doing it for years. Aaron Jones is passionate about providing security for your home and business. And for years now, they have used their highly trained armed guards in 24-hour patrols to respond to alarms, typically within 7 minutes or less. Now, they've got your security covered completely. If you need an alarm system put in your home or your business, they will put it in. It's one-stop shopping. You can call them at 897-2420. That's 505-897-2420. Or go to ipsglobal.com. If you trust IPS, what you get is a company that's local, not a business that sells your security to a national corporate giant who doesn't know Albuquerque like IPS does. They'll still respond to any alarm system, but if you don't have one, they will set you up for unmatched security. So don't wait to be a victim. Sleep better at night knowing IPS is watching your business. Be confident during the day. They've got eyes on your home when you're not there. 505-897-2420 is the number. 505-897-2420, or visit ipsglobal.com.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green. And keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
For your business or your home,
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
And the Robert Sarver story and the Phoenix Suns and the situation and the allegations that were thrown out there, and there were a lot of women who, well, I don't want to say a lot of, there were a couple of allegations by women stating that they were treated a certain way, felt uncomfortable, went with issues, and it was never really dealt with. Somebody, one woman said that, they moved my desk away from the guy who basically assaulted me, and I had to go by him every day. And look, you've been in the sports business.
Yep.
There's in the story they say, we know what we're getting into, and maybe there's some truth to that. Have you ever dealt with these sorts of things? I'm going to guess you have.
Yes. Not just in sports, comedy, any venture I've taken on.
So what do you do?
Okay, so first of all, I've been told I'm an intimidating person, so I don't.
Intimidating? Why? Because
I'm
you've got
tall,
a
a big
big
personality, so I feel like I don't get it as bad. I know that sounds awful.
That's probably right.
I'm sorry, just I feel like men treat me different. But that still doesn't matter.
Different than a woman who might be 5'2", 106 pounds?
Yes.
Okay.
I know that sounds weird.
No, I think that's probably right.
Yeah, I talk a lot about it in my comedy. Anyways, it's just unfortunate because it's kind of like it is what it is. Like, I know what I'm getting into, right? And you do want to pursue this career, and you want to do what it takes to, like, and it's just sad. But I guess the positive is this is all coming to light now more and more.
Well, it has been. So,
but I don't know how we resolve it though. Like, you know what I mean?
Well,
like,
you go back to the initial statement. It is what it is. I know what I'm getting into.
I know that's what.
Okay.
That's what you.
So does that justify it? Because it is what it is a very tough thing to accept.
Correct.
And I don't think anybody who goes into it when they say I know what I'm getting into has any idea what they're getting into.
Correct. And you do get treated different. I mean, we joke about it all the time, but I mean, I even get quizzed as a female more than a man does about sports.
No, you don't.
Well,
not here.
Not on this show. This is the best environment I've worked in. No, but it's super sad, and I don't know what it's gonna take, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
I don't
very
know.
sad.
It'll always be a male-driven,
of course,
industry.
Of course,
I mean, it's just it's athletics, it's sports. I think it'll always be. Whether male-driven, male-dominated, is that fair? Male-majority?
I would say male-dominated, yeah.
I think a big thing is situations like this, calling people in power out on their BS. Because they set the tone.
Yeah.
And the decision makers, the people that can actually make changes and hold people accountable, kind of get looped into it. Because I think about this situation, Jeff, and I always think about, like, you run a bowl game. And for a lot of people that work with you, they get the opportunity to come in, that's, like, a big step for them in their career. They're like, I'm a part of the sports industry. This is a bowl game. And some of the things I'm like reading, I'm like, I know Jeff wouldn't do this. Jeff, like, that's what I use sometimes. Like, that we all in workplaces have our friends, and there's jokes and there's conversations. And all this stuff just far exceeds it by a dude that says, essentially, I own everyone here.
I own you.
The power trip.
I am not a good person, and I'm going to cross the lines because to me, there's no lines. And ain't no one going to do anything to me.
So you've been around the New Mexico Bowl since you brought it up for as long as I have. And for years it was Kerry and I, who's a man, and he's now retired. But you've seen the crew that comes back every year. And now it's me and Monica. But you see Amber and Lydia and Esther, Esther's been with me for 15 years. Lydia, I want to say, has been with us 10 or 11 years. Amber, 10 or 11 years. Like, they come back every year and fill a lane. And Josh comes back from Pennsylvania every year, and Wes comes back from Texas every year. We got a crew that comes back literally,
That's awesome.
and comes back and fills their lanes, and we get this thing done. But it's been mostly women. And I hope I've treated them with respect, and I don't believe that they would come back if they weren't treated thusly. And I think to myself, if I had to give it a lot of thought, about how I treat them, and I'm going to tell you I haven't. And I don't know if that's good or bad. Like I've treated them the way I would want to be treated. I would want my daughter to be treated, my mother to be treated, my brother to be treated. Like I treat them like people.
Good.
And I hope that's why they come back.
Yeah.
Right, because they enjoy it.
Because I don't want to be hired now just because I am a woman. That's what I have a problem with the climate right now, because I think people don't know which way to go. I want to be hired because of my talent and who I am, not because of my gender.
Yeah, this is a whole bigger can of worms. All right, 505-246-0610. If you want to get in, I just think that
so
topic
sad.
is got so many tentacles to it. And JJ, I mean, you brought it up, and I know how we run our show, and I hope we do it the right way. I said earlier, I don't think Sean is started
he's alive.
drinking. I'm going to guess
He's
has
breathing.
Stop.
I have to do something today.
He's breathing.
You okay, Sean? You all right?
No. I don't think I've ever seen the Jets play so well, but lose so badly.
Well, how about play so poorly and play so well in the same game?
Yeah, I was foolish to say the Jets' defense has been what we've been hanging our hat on for a long time.
You have no head to hang your hat on.
Yeah, it was rough. How do you put them almost 500 yards, 30 points, and still lose the game?
Yeah, and it wasn't even close. Like 45-30 was cute, but it wasn't that close.
No. Yeah. Time of possession was almost identical. Penalties killed us.
Means nothing.
Turnovers killed us.
Yeah. Yeah.
But losing Mike White was the biggest blow.
You ever thought you'd say that? Well, if only we had Mike White.
So where do we go? Do we stick with Johnson? Do we go Flacco?
Well, they say Mike White's going to be ready next.
To come to New York.
Supposedly, Mike White's going to be ready next week. That makes you feel any better?
I just don't understand why they didn't fully disclose the severity of the injury at any point. Was that me? Was I the only one that missed it?
I missed it. A-Marie was telling me something about my ear. What did you say? Were you the only one who missed what? Where'd he go?
What the actual extent of the injury was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they said a wrist. So a wrist injury, and they think he's going to be ready to go next week.
We'll see. It's going to be a rough weekend trying to live down Thursday night.
All right. Have you stopped drinking yet?
I didn't start, because if I started, I wouldn't have stopped.
You would have made it through Friday.
All right, man. Well, hang in there. At least you don't have to lose this
Appreciate
weekend. We're here for you.
Always appreciate you folks. You guys have a good weekend. I'll speak to you next week.
See you. All right. Now, all right. I'm reading.
Y'all. I told y'all.
Yeah, you did. Well,
be prepared.
All right.
Jets
So
stuff.
now, right forearm is what they're saying now. So this is a story that came out right forearm. I've heard wrist. I've heard that, but
Yeah, they were saying he was just having trouble gripping the football. So no breaks, and then he just slammed his forearm on a helmet, and you could see how that would linger for a little bit in the moment.
If only Mike White was available.
Mike White, baby.
It's just unbelievable to me. All right, back to the phones when we get back. 505-246-0610. I'm telling you about All In Autographs. I spent some time with Shane yesterday, actually. He's got new stuff in the store. He's got a sale going on for the holidays. If you are looking for that really, really cool gift, and I know you are, and get started early, go over to All In Autographs. Take a look at their website. It's allinautographs.com. And then go over there at 2225 Wyoming Northeast and go through the store. The red and green sale is now. So there's red and green stickers on selected items throughout the store. Those items are on sale from 20 to 40% off. Plus, through the end of the year, all framed jerseys are 20% off. All of them. Tell them you heard it here on the opening drive. Tell them I told you about it. You get $50 off any item of $200 or more. You can use a code if you want, Jeff959, or just say, I heard that guy on the radio tell me to come over here, and you'll get the $50 off $200. Also coming up, and they've got the JSA event. It's James Spence Authentication. So many of you have asked about, what's this worth? I want to bring this in. James Spence Authentications is going to be in on November 20th and 21st. So if you bring in your item before the 18th of November, you can get it authenticated. Go over to All In Autographs. It is sensational. It's like a museum, and you get to bring something home. They're at 2225 Wyoming Northeast. You can call them 505-504-7575 or go online at allinautographs.com. They are Albuquerque's premier sports memorabilia and collectible destination.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
When looking 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Heather Dyke will be with us at 9 o'clock, Global Women's Soccer coach. They were winners yesterday. They're going to play for a conference championship tomorrow. It's open to you now at 505-246-0610. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and J.J. Buck. Bruin James, good morning. Thanks for holding. What's happening?
Good morning. Hey, I was just talking to the past couple of days and talking to my cousin who works at the other school on Figueroa. And he was telling me that we had an in-depth conversation. He was asking me about Chip Kelly, and I asked him, has that other school, have you guys located a guy you guys want to hire? And they said, Luke Fickle's the guy.
I could see that.
They contacted him, his agent. Well, they contacted his agent, but there's a big problem. LSU doesn't have a coach.
Yep.
So Luke Fickle can have he could.
That's right.
He could do pretty good in this thing. The only thing that the agent said for Luke Fickle was he wants to bring his assistants with him.
Okay.
And going to Southern California, you could go to Baton Rouge and live pretty good. Your assistants can, but your assistants in L.A. is going to be pretty tough, So, yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Chip Kelly, looks like I talked to a couple of people. He's going to be there for a little bit, a couple of years. And if he doesn't, if it doesn't look good, then they're going to probably most get rid of him. But he's got like 2 more years left. So, hey, you guys have a good one. Happy Friday.
See you.
Take care.
I think Luke Fickle's going to have his choice. Don't you? The Cincinnati coach?
Yeah, and he's in a really good position, too, because he's also at a very successful school that's moving to the Big 12.
Yep, which means payday. Mm-hmm. Good morning, Jared. How you doing?
Hey, good morning. Every day you end your show with saying be caring and be sharing and be loving, caring, and sharing, right?
Kind, loving,
and
caring,
I think that's kind, loving, and sharing, and kind, caring, and sharing. But I might be getting it wrong, but I'm sorry. My point is that's not you. Like they'll it's wrong. The harassment is wrong against women. Then they'll make that comment, and then they'll go out with their friends, or they'll talk to their brother, or their dad will talk to their son, and they'll be so crass. They'll call each other names, and it's just crass. Just lame behavior as far as men, not real men, little boys talking just vulgar to one another when they talk that way to a woman. But it's harassment when you talk that way to me. Don't talk that way to me with your dirty mouth and talk bad about your wife behind her back and all that. And I think we as real men need to call out the little boys out there, and all the little boys that are listening, knock it off, because you're not a man. You're not a role model to your son. You're not a role model to humans or Americans or however you want to categorize us. Be better. And I think Jeff ends every show with basically giving you the most basic instructions that a kindergartner would understand. So if you men out there think that you're men when you talk that way and show dirty pictures or talk nasty about your wives or try to bro hug each other over BS, I'm going to call you out on it every time. And that's what I do. And I'm just saying it for anyone listening that is a little boy, grow up. Conduct yourself correctly. Thanks.
Wow. It's interesting. Basically saying walk the walk. Don't just talk the talk, right? I mean, that's kind of what I heard there, right? A lot of people say the right thing. Look, every one of us slips up at some point. Whether you do something, say something, you know, be better is a good message. Be better is a good message. I thought he said it pretty well. I mean, I don't have a lot to expound on. I mean, it's you know what people tell you all the time. The test of true character is what do you do when nobody's looking, right? When the cameras aren't rolling, when nobody's looking, who are you then? And that's kind of what I heard there. You know, just be better. I mean, it all seems so commonsensical, and I hear reasons like Sarver's not that old. How old is this guy? Like, is he in his 50s? He's not that damn old, is he? Or what do we call old now? I don't know. Maybe 50s are old. I don't know. Is your dad? Is that? I mean, he's whatever.
He's 60.
All right. I'm kind of over the generational excuses. If you're going to live in this world and participate in this world, then you've got to evolve with it. Right? I mean, you can still dress like you did when you were, you know, back in the day, but you kind of got to evolve with the times. And some of the things that you thought were acceptable back in the day, whenever the day was, some of it's not anymore. And if you think that's soft, if you think that's whatever, okay. But if you're going to exist in this society, you've got to evolve with it. 505-246-0610. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you
New
have
Mexico Sportscaster of the Year, Jeff Symbieta, and JJ Buck.
All right, you can get into the Sun story if you want more, and we continue to have that conversation. The Robert Sarver allegations against the Suns owner of just misconduct and the uncomfortable workplace that's there. We can get into the Colts' victory over the Jets last night, 45-30. Lobo men play tonight against New Mexico Highlands. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. I want to hit this as well. Did you know Lauren Dills? Did you know Alan and Lauren Dills? Okay. All right. Longtime tennis coaches at UNM. Lauren passed away yesterday. He'd been battling ALS for 15 years. I told you I pulled out my old eye challenges a couple of years ago. And there was Lauren. Back when I was at Channel 7, we did an eye challenge with him and the tennis team. Lauren fought ALS. Lauren and Alan ran that tennis program so well for so many years at the University of New Mexico. And one of the most just strong, genuine, wonderful people. And I hadn't seen Lauren in a couple of years. And I'm sorry that I haven't. But condolences to the Dills family. To Alan and him were so tight. Twins, coached at UNM. A presence at UNM that was so strong, so positive, so they had a winning culture. They ran it the right way. And Eddie Nunez said it yesterday. He said, we lost a great Lobo. Lauren was an inspiration for all of us. We're all better people because of his influence. That was his quote, and he's right. You're just a guy you're better for knowing. A guy that fought ALS with such dignity and such strength and such honor. And I'll miss him. And Alan, condolences to you and to the family, and to Connor and Tanner, who are actually playing tennis at Academy. Our thoughts are with you, because that was a terrific, terrific, terrific man, and you lost a great Lobo. All right, if you want to get in, if you knew Lauren, I'd love to hear some stories, because if you knew him, you got stories. And I went by the tennis center a couple of years ago. It's probably more than a couple now. When he was there, we were planning an event, and he was still so super active and so positive. All right, 505-246-0610. Let's go to the phones. Tommy, good morning. How you doing on a Friday?
Good morning, guys. Tom the Truth back at you. Viking Marie said I sounded weird on the phone. I said I just got through doing a workout and I'm sore, and it gets harder as you get older. As you older guys know that.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I've seen, similar to what Viking Marie's talking about in the business of acting, people that act like demigods, and it's tough because you don't want to lose the job and the gig. Personally, I haven't had anything, maybe one incident happen in my life, and all the stuff I've done already with Independence and student films and SAG stuff, whatever, and it was on Better Call Saul, and I was just a background person at the time. I was doing some background, and one of the main directors pulled me to the side and took me away from everybody. And he put his arm around my shoulder. And I know myself, and I was giving him kind of a mean look, too, in case, he said something weird. Because I've heard about the stories, right? I've heard about them. And I looked at him, and I was all gunned up with all my fake guns and fake ammo and stuff like that. He goes, "Oh, you're doing great. We just want you to stand over here and do this." But when he put his arm around my shoulder, at first I said, if you do something really odd, I don't care if I get kicked off the set. In my mind, I'm going to deck you.
Dang.
You can kick me off if you want to. I don't care. I don't play that game. Okay, but it didn't. It worked out well. I didn't really see anything weird in all the stuff I've done, but, I don't see everything. But the thing with the basketball owner and other owners of sports and whatever you're trying to do with your life, there's always those people that think they're better, and they're demigods. They're better than everybody else. And that's why I keep my circle small. I keep it all business. And when I go do something with acting, usually I'm by myself. I don't hang around a lot of people, because that's the way I get into my method acting character and what I have to do for my process. But they're out there, and they're everywhere. They're in every walk of life, for every job. These people that just think they're better than everybody else. Another thing I want to comment on, I heard the other day something about the Rudd incident with the drunk driving, and then, of course, the thing with, Aaron Rodgers. Those are not mistakes. I get so tired when people say mistakes. Those are choices.
Those are choices.
They're choices. Aaron Rodgers made a choice, not to get vaccinated or whatever he did, or, whatever thing he went through to say that he was okay. And then Rudd chose – I used to be an alcoholic. He chose to get in that car. There's Uber and Lyft now. You don't need to do that anymore, Just call a ride, and he would be fine today.
So are they totally exclusive? I mean, I guess we're playing semantics. If you make a bad choice, is that a mistake, or they're not? Are they totally?
It's a choice. A mistake to me is like, I don't know, when you're walking down the street and you actually trip over something, or you call somebody's name. Like if I called you JJ, you probably scold me to high heaven.
No, I wouldn't.
But I'm kidding. But it's like that to me is mistake. But that's a choice. You're making a mental choice with your mind to drink, or a mental choice in your mind to lie about something. Say I got vaccinated, I got euthanized. What did he say? What did
immunized? Immunized. He didn't get euthanized. He got immunized.
Immunized. Yeah.
It's very different.
Yeah. I mean that's a choice. That's not a mistake. And a lot of people just making some bad choices and need to really think about what they're doing before they do it. But the mistake thing, I don't go for that.
All right. Thank you, Tommy. Enjoy the weekend.
All right, guys.
See you.
Later.
All right. I fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know. Is a bad choice a mistake, or is it just a bad choice? You made a choice. It's not a mistake. I'm not playing. I mean, we could play semantics if we want. All right. You made a bad choice. I'm down with that. I can live with that as well. All right. 246-0610, 888-922-0610. Heather Dyke is going to be with us coming up at 9 o'clock. JJ, Lobo Women's Soccer 2-1 yesterday. Got pushed yesterday.
Well, they love the drama.
Oh,
Utah
okay.
State scores with 10 seconds left in regulation to tie the game.
Kind of sounds like last year in the final.
Very similar to the Mountain West Iowa game they played when San Diego State scored with 4 seconds left. Game goes to overtime. You knew it was going to be a grind. Utah State is a very tough team defensively. It was right there. They were controlling the second half, looking good, creating some chances, and a moment of magic ties it up. But they come away with the victory. Zaria Kate Sigua, true freshman from Albuquerque, with the brace. Just such a special player. And you got to play for another championship.
So you got to play to zeros on the clock, not till like the last 10 seconds. Right? Zeros, and they count down in college.
No added time.
No added time. You don't count up to
90 minutes. You're done.
Right? You count, but the clock goes down, not up in soccer. Right? You don't count up to 90. Right? Like in USL, it goes up to 90, and then they add another 4. Right? In college soccer, they count down. Right? They start at 45 and come down to 0 on the clock. That's what.
Yes.
All right. Just play till the zeros. All right, so we'll do that at 9 o'clock this morning. Emails, Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com, JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. I wouldn't get mad at Tom if you called me JJ. I wouldn't. I've been called worse than that.
You jerk.
A hell of a lot worse than that. Lobo Hobo says we need an early ho. Jeff, it gives JJ more time to recover from the pregame show when we kick off the weekend with an early ho. All right.
Well, Amory does like the 9 o'clock hour, but we can start doing early hose if that's what
Amory
if that's what the
controls-
listeners
look,
want.
Amory controls the hose.
I'm a woman, okay? I control.
Harold says the curse of Fred. Jeff, a couple days ago, after wanting to award, this is not Fred in the afternoon show, this is Fred the caller. After wanting to award Coach of the Year honors to the leader of Lobo Volleyball, they were blued out of the built by Boise, 25-7, 25-13, 25-11. Dang. Was the 31 points in 3 games a school record for futility?
Oh, the volleyball.
Frank? That's what it says. So Lobo Volleyball's done, right?
Oh.
They got blued out of the Boise built is what it said. So blued out of the built. Another thing, like okay, blued out. Little things. I'll bring you up to speed. Over
Thank
the
you.
13 years
I
of our
appreciate it.
show. So back in the day when I was at Channel 7, went up. This was the NCAA tournament in Denver. I want to say 2000. It was Kenny Thomas's senior year. Lobos beat Missouri in the first round, and then Connecticut on their way to a national championship. Just ran. It was 17-0 and ran the Lobos out of the gym. And so in the locker room, I was doing interviews afterwards, and Tim Lightfoot, R.I.P. Tim Lightfoot, but I was told that recently.
Wow,
I didn't know that either. Gave us a quote, A. Marie, and he says, "Man, we got blued out." I always thought that was great.
Blued.
Yeah, we got so they got blued out the built because I always wondered, why is a building, when it's done, not a built? Why is it still called a building? I mean, once it's
True.
built, shouldn't it be a built?
Yes.
Like we are in a built.
Yes.
So hence the vernacular that you are hearing here and only here.
Yes.
All right.
I love that one.
Blued out of the built.
Blued out.
Blued out.
Blued out the built.
And we got blued out. Yeah. All right. 246-0610, 888-92206. I see the bosses. Like, I'm not. Should I be nervous? There's like the sales manager and the GM right outside the studio.
Oh,
like, so
I thought they're inside.
No, they're right there. Like, so I might get escorted out of the built. I might. Be
We
back.
might get blued out of here.
I might be.
Sorry,
back.
there wasn't a hoe yet.
I might be back after this break. Maybe I won't. I don't know. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal.
Festivals, football.
His dream of what to do with it next.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Corner for Clovis, but there goes Manzano. He's got nothing but green. Oh, and a touchdown saving tackle by Angel Chavarria.
Babinski in the front. Babinski will keep her footing. She'll come back inside. Trying to get it. Here's the shot opportunity, and Academy scores to start this game. That's just a backbreaker when you're 1 yard from it. Turtle Morales is going to Cruz Garcia. Intercepted! Running up to make that play, it's Jesse Ramirez. Ramirez bouncing off a couple of guys. Gets through and finally taken down by Raymond Ivey.
No one has that problem in the city. To be so stacked at wide receiver that you're going to move one of your receivers to running back. There's Robertson. He scoops it up at the 7. He crosses the 20. He'll get to the 30. A lot of room for Robertson. He's got some speed. He's going to have to beat the kicker, and that is all. And the kicker can't get to him. He's stumbling up, and he is pushed out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
So they just escorted Jeff Symbieta out of the building. General manager, that was wild. It's kind of like last night's game, getting called with 34 seconds left due to an incident. I'm a little shocked. I don't know what to do now. It's the A. Marie show. Did your dream come true?
Oh man, I thought I was getting escorted out, but instead, JJ, I might have good seats for the Lobo game tonight.
It's like, hey, go from getting fired to courtside seats. What?
Actually, what happened is, see what happened. We got tickets to give away. So what we're going to do, each break the rest of the way, we'll give out 2 tickets to Lobo football with parking. And we'll give out 2 tickets to Lobo basketball for tomorrow with parking. We'll do it each break going out. We'll give away tickets to go see the Lobos.
Yes.
You down with that?
Down with that.
And then I said, can I take a pair? I'm going to go tonight. And he says, well, here, do you want the courtside seats tonight? And JJ's like, wait, he went from getting fired to getting courtside seats. I'm like, yes, I do. That's how that just went down. All right, 5. I'm still here. I was going to get escorted out. I really thought that. Well, I didn't really think that. Jess, good morning. How are you?
Oh, yeah, El Jefe.
What's happening?
My heart sunk for half a second there. JJ, don't do that to us.
April
right?
Fools. Or wait. November Fools.
November
Hilarious.
Fools.
So I've had a little time to digest the Aaron Rodgers thing.
Yeah, how you living with that?
So here's my take on that. Look, if he was vaccinated, he would have still missed the game. Now, as far as I know, the difference between being unvaccinated and vaccinated in the policy is you're either out 10 games or 10 days or 14, right? You still have to test negative twice in a row, but it's just an extended length of time. That's about the only difference, other than maybe some of the policies when you're in the building. But other than the time of the length of time, it's like a 4-day difference. So he kind of said he was, and I'm not too upset about that. That's your own personal thing, okay? You know, and I'm not here to force anybody to be vaccinated. I'm vaccinated. Almost everybody I know is vaccinated. I don't know very many people that are unvaccinated, but that's your choice. I'm not knocking him for that at all. And here's the deal. You know, Kurt Benkirk, and he's out. That's a backup quarterback. Devontae got it. Alan Lazard got it. Obviously, they're having an issue within the building with maybe a little outbreak, right?
Yep.
So it might have been inevitable. So if he misses 2 games, to me, then there's a problem, because then that's when his choice affects the team. Right now, it really didn't.
What you're saying, whether or not
probably going to get it anyway.
Yeah, whether he was vaccinated or not, he would have gotten it. It sounds like Devontae
Right.
Adams was vaccinated. He got it. He missed 1 game. So you're saying big deal. You don't care if he kind of played the semantics game. I mean, when you say, when he said I'm immunized, that led everybody to believe he was vaccinated, even though he didn't say vaccinated, immunized.
Sure.
Yeah.
When he did say that, that's probably what I thought. That was August 26th, and if I remember, Ron Wood, who's a beat writer for the Green Bay Packers, is the one who asked him that, and then also asked him what his stance was on vaccinations, which he skirted that question. Smart. He's very calculated in how he talks to the media. and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not particularly upset about it. What I'm kind of upset about is him being upset that it got leaked. It didn't get leaked. If we know that you have to sit out 14 games as opposed to 10, it's obvious you're not vaccinated. So how is that a leak? So come on, Aaron, you got to get over that part. No one leaked your personal health. This is not a HIPAA violation. This is common sense.
Right.
If you have to sit out the 14 days, then we know you're not vaccinated. So I'm not saying that he is hurting the team, or because we don't know. We don't have a list of those players that are unvaccinated. As far as I know, the NFL is not releasing that. I don't think they're allowed to do that. So I think everything will be okay as long as he doesn't miss that second game. If something happens, then then we're going to have an issue with that. Then your choice is now affecting the team. I don't think it would have mattered anyway. The ironic part is a lot of people are giving him a lot of junk about his hair, right? Which it turns out he was growing his hair out this whole time so he could dress up as John Wick for Halloween. And it turns out that maybe that Halloween party is the reason you got COVID.
Oh, see? Maybe or maybe not, because it's going through the building. Look, I'm not. I got hair envy. You know that. I got hair envy, so I'm not giving him any hard time about his hair. I will give him a hard time about being the smartest guy in the room and playing the game that he's playing with the COVID, and somehow he's going to pass judgment. Bottom line is he's going to be out very likely 2 games. It's going to hurt your team. I haven't thought of it in your terms, where if he would have gotten vaccinated, he might have still gotten it anyway and had to miss this 1 game. Kind of like Devontae Adams did last week. I guess I hadn't thought about it in those terms. But the little game where I'm immunized and see, I did say vaccinated. I really like.
He comes off He comes off as a butthole. He seems like that guy. And I think it was Bill Simmons we all know Bill Simmons from The Ringer, brought this up, I believe, on Colin Cowherd's show. That when guys that maybe aren't married and have kids have a little bit more arrogance to them, and it's more about me, because you've never gone through that in your life. And I know a lot of people that don't have kids have a very different outlook on life. You got to sacrifice a lot in your life when you have kids, and when you have a significant other you have to do things for. If you look at it, Aaron Rodgers has never had to do that. He's never, that comes off as a guy who's probably never going to have kids. He's had girlfriends. He's done the Hollywood thing back and forth. It's usually throughout his entire career, it's been a me first guy, because that's all there is.
It's a really interesting
We know the thing about his family, right? He's not very close to his family. They don't talk to him. It's all about Aaron Rodgers. And I think he would be a completely different person if that situation was different. He had kids, and it would be more of a sacrifice. But once again, those are personal choices. Unless he misses that next game, I don't really have a big problem with it. Maybe his special. He's probably got some patchouli oil mix, which is disgusting, by the way. Anybody that wears patchouli oil, all that tells me is you don't shower. It doesn't mean you smell good. It means you don't shower. So stop wearing the patchouli oil with your homeopathic stuff.
Choices. Everybody's got choices.
Yeah,
patchouli oil
those are
or ivory
personal
soap.
choices,
Man,
and we know
do your
what that
thing.
choice is when we smell it.
Yeah, that's the
But
truth.
maybe his little concoction, maybe maybe he's doing the Joe Rogan thing. You know what? If he has to take some ivermectin dewormer so he doesn't miss the second game, I'm cool with that. That's okay with me.
Just deworm yourself. All right, man. Enjoy the weekend. It's good to
Have
hear
a good
you.
one.
That's a great perspective, actually. And I haven't thought about the kids thing. But look, kids change you. Like it's not yours, but you're basically raising one, right?
Yes.
And has it changed you?
Yes, I know. This might not be the same, but I also was a nanny for 13 years.
Yeah.
Was with the kids every day for 13 years in New York. So I kind of understand what he's saying.
Would
but that's
you-
a very interesting point he brought up. But I never wanted kids. So
Would you say you were more selfish?
no.
No. Before?
I've always, but that's not my personality type.
All right.
I've been a nurturer.
I don't know that I was selfish, but it certainly changed me. I mean, the responsibility, my perspective,
Really
100%
puts a
changed.
dent in my schedule.
Oh,
it does
yeah.
that too.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, I don't even
They're
have
the
to ask you.
bosses. They run your world.
Speaking of little turds.
No, I don't even have to ask you. I mean, has it changed your life? Is your perspective? Being a dad? Sure, it has. So
Interesting.
I don't know if that, if that explains 100% who he is, but I could see that. But Jess's point on, look, if he was vaccinated or not, it feels like it's going around that building. Devontae Adams, Alan Lazard, a bunch of guys who evidently are vaccinated did test positive for COVID. They missed a game. So a good chance, even if he was vaccinated, he would have missed a game. Jess's point is, so whatever. He was going to miss this game anyway. If he misses 2 because he wasn't vaccinated, then I got a problem. Then he's hurting his team.
Well, because he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. That's why people care so much, I feel like.
Well, of course.
And just
nobody would have cared if it was Mike White.
Of course.
Also,
They
just
might
the
have
other
cared.
things that go along with it. It's like, so are you okay with
Sorry.
getting that envelope from the NFL? Because he was breaking rules.
And therein lies the issue.
Like, you get COVID, you miss a game. People are testing positive. Okay, but then he was
breaking protocol.
Yeah, breaking protocol everywhere else.
No, and look, there's plenty of you, and I understand this, who don't agree with the protocol, and that's fine. You don't have to agree with the protocol. The players in the league, you might not agree with the protocol at your office. It's a condition of your employment, is it not? That kind of is the same situation, and not even kind of. It's the same situation in the National Football League. Here's the protocol. It's a condition of your employment. And if he knowingly broke it, then that, to your point, JJ, that envelope's coming from the league.
And as long as you're good with paying that, and the Packers are good with dealing with your mess.
Where are the Packers culpable in this? I mean, they know all of their players' vaccination status, right? And as much as you want to tell me about HIPAA laws, and HIPAA, it's not hard to figure out a guy who's unmasked or masked. Like the guy who's masked at the press conference is probably not vaccinated, right? Yeah. And the guy who is unmasked, you're assuming is, because that's the protocol. So Jess's thought, it's really interesting, and he's a big Packer fan. So, all right, Dan says, bringing Ana Maria up to speed, Jeffrey and Juan Jose. Before producers can take the air, they should have to take a final exam. They must pass before graduating to the OD. Here's a sample of the questions. Please show your work if required.
Wait, what?
Please show your work, like a math test.
Okay.
It says, why do we refer to Jeff's pillow? Why do we do that?
You had a My Pillow read at one point.
I did have a My Pillow read at one point. Yeah, I still use that thing periodically. It's still in my home. I might have even slept on it last night. Who was, and it says was, I want to say is. Can I change that to is? Who is Armando?
Armando?
Yeah, Armando.
I don't know.
Armando was a guy.
Should I be taking notes right now?
Yeah, well, Armando was a caller, moved down to El Paso, used to call in all the time. He was wonderful. Came to one of our events. Remember when we did Eat with the Animals? And we were out at Rex's Burger, and he had like a ketchup mound for his French fries. But I sat down and ate with him. He was great. A list at least 5 nicknames used for the show for Stig.
Who knew that was so versatile?
Yeah, Stig. Yeah, American Stigalo. You know Scott Stigler, right?
Yes.
Have you ever met him yet? Do you know?
No.
Him? You've never met him?
No.
He'll host this show periodically. The American Stigalo. Stigma.
Hopefully. I mean, I
Stigma.
plan on staying around.
Yeah. Stegosaurus. I think American Stigalo is my favorite. You got a couple other? I don't know if I'm coming up with 5. I need 2 more.
The offensive line coach.
Oh, Tuatele.
There's the BYU coach that they've put his name into, and I'm just blanking on all that stuff, which is great for this segment.
Yeah. And then it says who contributed Double Dutch Bus, the Ho.
Is it Bobcat?
No.
Who was it?
Joe,
Well,
Joe Gonzalez.
Sorry.
That's a Joe Gonzalez. That's the original.
Guys, Bobcat trained me, all right?
That's the original T-shirt.
Yes.
Awesome.
That's the original shirt.
I see something weird.
You'll get a hoe in about an hour,
T-shirt
all right,
with your
kids?
face on it.
I know. You ever see a T-shirt with your face on it?
Actually,
And not like
have.
a picture, but like a
Oh, no, I haven't.
weird cartoon
face.
Yeah.
There's those 2. I think I have one in my locker. All right, 505-246-0610. Heather Dyke at 9 o'clock this morning, the Lowell women's soccer coach, as they are now in line to compete for another Mountain West Conference championship after winning yesterday 2-1 in the semifinals. May I suggest you call On the Spot Automotive Detailing? And I only suggest this to you because they are phenomenal because it is sensational. I remember when Paul Weir was sitting in here, and I was telling you about that, and we went to break, and he's like, so can I get the number? That sounds awesome. And he called him, and he loved it. On the Spot Automotive Detailing details your vehicle. Inside, outside, they wash it, they wax it, they clean it, they scrub it, they vacuum it, they anti-stink it, they go underneath the hood. Everything's it's like the day you took it off the lot when they're done. And they do it at your place, wherever, whenever it's convenient for you. So if you're working, and this is my busy time, I'm working. They were out in the parking lot last month detailing my vehicle while I was working. If you have got you're working at home, they'll do it in the driveway as well. So I suggest you do this. And also they apply ceramic coating to protect your paint. It's the best way to protect paint for years to come, and they apply it by hand, which is way better than anything else is out there. Call on the Spot Automotive Detailing. The number is 505-859-2859. That's 505-859-2859. Or visit them online at otsdetailing.com. All right, here we go. Caller number, we'll go 4. I got 2 tickets to Lobo football tomorrow against UNLV, 5 o'clock kickoff, and a parking pass. Caller number 4 at area code 505-246-0610. 2 tickets to go see Lobo football tomorrow. What time is basketball tomorrow? Oh, basketball's tonight. We'll do basketball tickets. I got basketball tickets later. So this is for football tickets. Caller 4 right now.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up.
Sports Animal. Kind of weird. Larry Ustiggy, the American Stigalo, Stigma. He was just by. I said, "Here, you want to go meet A. Marie?" She said she hadn't met you. He says, "No, I've met her."
We've met.
Yeah, but you said you didn't. And
I know.
He listens to our radio show, and it kind of hurt him.
I know.
He's like,
we talked about
obviously, I leave a hell of an impression on people.
Impression.
Yeah.
That was my bad.
Oh, that's that guy's name.
Yeah.
You called him all these different things. Larry Ustiggy was a good one, though.
Yes.
That was one of my favorite ones, too. All right, let's go. 2460610. Edward, good day, sir.
Good day, A. Marie and gentlemen. I love American Stigalo.
Yeah.
That is vintage.
Yeah,
that is awesome. Yeah. And knowing the fine, upstanding man that Mr. Stigler is,
yes.
It just.
I take credit for that one, by the way. I don't think I did Larry Ustiggy, but that one I like American Stigalo.
You should be paid royalties for that. By the way, the last 24 hours or so, I've been listening to that rising hit single. They desperately need each other. That was a laugh out loud moment yesterday. They desperately need each other. Good stuff. You know, the 5-star picks, I'm disappointed with myself. You know, I think I might have been distracted as we ventured into the month of November, which derives from the Latin Novem. In the Roman calendar, there was only 10 months, and Novem is Latin for 9. And I just got distracted putting up Christmas trees and Halloween, and you know, and I took the horse collar last week over 3, and I'm betting a very unrobust 42%, and it's not acceptable. We need to be held accountable to a higher standard. You know, when the season started, I think the data for starting quarterbacks in the NFL, 18 of the 32 teams were starting a new quarterback. I put in the old Google machine how many different quarterbacks have started an NFL game this year, and we're halfway through the season. Más y menos, as a native say, as the locals say. We're halfway through the season. 41 different quarterbacks have started a game this year. And when the Lions move off theirs, because crying Dan Campbell moves off of Goff and some other teams and other injuries, we're probably going to have 50 different starting quarterbacks this year in the NFL. It's crazy when you just extrapolate the data. I never go against Vegas. There's some interesting stuff. So, by the way, the true MVP of the NFL, Rodgers, that was an 8.5-point swing when from +1 to -7.5, and I think the Chiefs got a big favor, and that just shows you. I think when Dak was listed as out, I think the spread swung 4 or 5 points, and that's a significant swing. One of I never bet with the Patriots. I take emotion out of the decision-making process. They're favored over the Panthers. It's one of the best Super Bowls I've ever been to live. Back, I don't know, I think it was 2004. It was an amazing Super Bowl in Houston, and the Patriots are actually favored over that team. But just good stuff across the board that we can, learn from, and it's such a vastly entertaining show that you guys do it. By the way, when JJ framed the VP and sales manager, and I know it was probably a cacophony of bad haircuts, cheap suits, and Sex Panther cologne. But we're glad that you're still with us.
Me too.
JJ did a good job. JJ did a great job framing that, and even I think Jess even said he breathed a sigh of relief.
Yeah, it was good.
But anyway,
no one wants that.
We could humor ourselves, but Panther cologne. I think I saw a couple of those guys.
No, they're good. Those are good dudes right there. No, we're lucky. We're lucky with this group. We're lucky with this group.
Real quick, I'm sorry, I digress. Bengals -2.5 over the Browns.
Yep.
By the way, OBJ was released this morning. It just got released. It just got.
I got other breaking news for you as soon as your call's done too. Local breaking news. Bengals -2.5.
And my other ones are Cardinals. The 49ers are favored over the Cardinals.
Yeah,
I'm going to take the Cardinals at the 2 points.
Yep.
And Marie, I hate to do this to you. The Ravens are coming up their bye week. I think they're going to cover the 6 against the Vikings. So have a delightful weekend. Thank you for the time.
Enjoy the weekend. Breaking news locally.
Ooh.
This one I think even surprised you when I told you.
Very shocked.
Troy Lesane will not be back as head coach, technical director of New Mexico United. His quote it just came out. Troy Lesane will not. There will be a new head coach of New Mexico United. He's been the coach the first 3 years of the organization, and I like Troy a lot. Like Troy's my favorite part of that organization, to be honest with you. Part of his quote was that Pete and I discussed returning for a 4th season, and while there's more I'd like to accomplish with the club, the time felt right for me personally and for the club to move in a different direction. Sounds like a mutual decision to change coaches, is it not?
And not extend his contract. And this is very shocking. I didn't see this coming at all from New Mexico United. They're a real-life sports team that the coach, at least from the fan base, is under fire because that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's you have expectations. You got people that care. But this one caught me off guard.
All right. So United will have a new head coach. And I know it'll be the greatest coach, right, that they can find. But I think Troy did a hell of a job. Like
yes,
I'm a Troy Lesane fan. I loved his composure. I loved what he did, and I know a lot of soccer people didn't because they did not make the playoffs. They're in a 7-team division. 4 teams made the playoffs. They did not. Troy Lesane out as New Mexico United head coach and technical director. And you can comment if you want. We'll get back to the phones when we get back. JJ's got something to tell you about. Marie, what number you want? You want to open the phones before we go to break or after JJ's done? Caller 7 right now, 246-0610. 2 tickets to go see Lobo basketball tonight, men's basketball against New Mexico Highlands, and a parking pass. 2 tickets and a parking pass for tonight's game. Caller 7 at 505-246-0610.
The time is now. Don't wait. It's the holiday season. It's winter. You're going to be like, you know what? January 1st, New Year's resolution. Don't get caught up with everyone else. If you want to make a change, do it right now. Because hand up, I'm one of those people. I tell you about F45, but it's still hard. You get your workout, but you got to change things in your life. And I'm screaming it right now at you. Let's do it. And you know what? I'll go along on the ride with you because Team Dad Bod, yeah, it's back a little bit for myself. All honesty, I'm not selling you a fake or false bill of goods with any of this. Let's go. F45. The time is now. Get the head start. Don't wait for New Year's resolutions, the holiday season to put on that extra weight. Let's go. Let's hit it right now. Let's start F45 training, 45 minutes, high-intensity interval training, full-body functional fitness. Workouts are fantastic. It's full-body functional fitness. So what does that mean? Well, it means that there's workouts that's strength-based, cardio-based, 45 minutes non-stop movement in the class. Check them out now at f45training.com. Download the F45 app. You can check out the schedule of classes available, the workout description, sign up for your 7-day free trial, get in and get going. Team training, life-changing. I'll see you at F45.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Car Crafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Car Crafters, it's like it never happened.
Car Crafters is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Dream style roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. There at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all.
A burglary takes place in the United States approximately every 15 seconds. International Protective Service is your answer for commercial and residential security in all of Albuquerque. IPS will work with your monitoring company for fast, reliable response times. You can rest easy knowing you, your family, or your company is watched over by International Protective Service. Call International Protective Service today.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green. And keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
For your business or your home, Valley Fence stands alone. We're number one in New Mexico for a reason. It's the best fence you can own. Proudly serving New Mexico for over 50 years. At Valley Fence, the difference is clear. No fence too big, too small, or difficult. We handle them all at Valley Fence Company.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and
The Jim Rome Show is up next at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right, breaking this morning, Troy Lesane out as head coach, technical director of New Mexico United. That just came down a short while ago. So who's next? Marie, what do you think of, I don't know. I mean, our next guest, Heather Dyke at 9 o'clock.
I can't wait.
I mean, would
Heck yeah.
That would be so, like, United's whole thing is being progressive, being first, being the first North American professional team to have a woman's head coach for a men's team.
That's awesome.
I'm just throwing something out there. And Eddie's just over there going, shut up.
Yes.
Right?
We want her. We want her to stay.
Well, I mean, I would hate to see her leave UNM, and she
Of course.
loves New Mexico. She's had opportunities. I'm just throwing garbage to the wall.
Well, she's-
I like it.
Was working with the team in a
I know. I'm just throwing it out
technical capacity, being just another voice to bounce things off of.
I mean, is it totally out of the realm?
It is not out of the realm. Heather Dyke is worthy of an opportunity. I like that.
All right, let me take a call real quick. Grady, good morning. How are you, sir?
Inside joke explainers of the OD.
I've been told to explain them more, by the way. The boss just came by and said, I appreciate you doing that. He never understood why we said blued out. He thought it was some Boise State thing.
Oh, you know, one of my favorite shows growing up was Stigman and the Sea Monsters, produced by Stig and Marty Croft. So, you know, those are always some of my favorites.
Truth.
Yeah. As you know, as a northern guy, northern sports fan, I want to talk about the cross country state meet tomorrow.
All right, go, because we're at the top of the hour. Hit it quick. I don't want to cut you off, but we got about 2.5 minutes.
Quickly, looking for the Pecos Panthers to the boys to really come and make a statement and to tie it to the Metro, because the Metro stirs the drink. Their biggest competition is going to be Oak Grove Classical Academy down there, based out of Hoffmantown Church. Pecos' head coach, Patrick Ortiz, former UNM cross-country runner. And the lead runner for the Pecos Panthers is a kid named Aiden Holton, whose father, Brian Holton, was a fellow Manzano Monarch teammate and now fellow villager of yours truly. So
I saw that dude.
definitely got a lot of ties to, locally, quote unquote, down there, and really looking to make a statement tomorrow. And keep an eye out for this kid, Gilbert Valdez from Penasco. Kids have been running times, top 5 statewide, regardless of class. So should be a pretty exciting meet in the morning.
I'll be there. I will be there. All right, look forward to seeing you.
I think Provy needs to pick up Grady for this weekend.
I think he'd be a great
100%.
analyst. He'll be with Tyler Ortega. Tyler's making the call on the state meet.
I can't disagree.
Yeah, I got a guy.
Give him a call.
All right, man. Safe travels down.
Appreciate the time.
All right, later. I was going to go get Howard in real quick, but Howard bounced on us. State cross country meet tomorrow. You can watch all the state stuff. State soccer championships are going on yesterday, today. ProView's got it all. Go to ProViewNetworks.com. I'm sending Adrian. I'm sending my mom a link. Right here's the link. Just click here.
Open.
Hopefully she just clicks it and buys it. Addie said she asked Addie, "What do you want for the holidays?" Blah blah blah. So Addie sent her a link. Well, Mom found it for $10 cheaper on Amazon, and so bought it. Now it's the wrong thing, and now.
I have a coupon.
But we're going through the whole return thing, and God bless my mother. But, I mean, literally it's been a 3-week, and she didn't use her account. She used her friend Joyce's account because Joyce has Prime. Joyce has Prime, so that's free shipping. And every time we're dealing with this daily, and Addie just shakes her head, Dad, I tried. I tried. All she had to do was click the link, and my mom's like, I know, I messed up. Okay, I'm sorry. So now I'm like, God bless it. And who gets to clean up the mess? I do. Anyway, click on the link, ProViewNetworks.com.
That's family. It's a beauty.
I bless her. You can watch all the soccer, the footy, the cross-country meet tomorrow. Tyler's got the call on cross-country tomorrow. So, Adrian, are you out at games this week? You shake your head, yes or nay. No? You just in the studio? You're there in the studio. Oh, he's everywhere. I'm reading Adrian's sign language. It's good. So you got all that. All right, and watch it's Gilbert Valdez from Penasco. I wrote that down. He told me. You know who else is coming in to do the meet from Gallup? The legend from Gallup, New Mexico, Sammy C. Sammy C. will be at the house as well. All right, let's give away. You want to do basketball? 2 tickets, Lobo men's basketball tonight versus New Mexico Highlands. 2 tickets and a parking pass to caller number. Let's go 5 because you got to get a guest on the line too. Caller number 5 at 246-0610. Call now. You'll get 2 tickets to go see Lobo men's basketball tonight. Heather Dyke when we come back on the opening drive.
Every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
When looking for the best experience while buying an all-new Kia, Fiesta Kia offers some of the most knowledgeable and friendly Kia specialists in New Mexico. They'll help you find the Kia that will meet all your expectations. Kias have some of the most affordable vehicles for you to choose from, offering extensive options and style for the price. And with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty, Kia won't be beat. Come be a part of the Fiesta family today, 7400 Lomas Boulevard Northeast, or start driving now at fiestakia.com.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Proud to be a Cumulus media station.
Even if they're not that proud of us.
Now, voted the best sports show in New Mexico for 5 years running. Don't sweat the technique. This is the opening drive with two-time New Mexico Sportscaster of the Year, Jeff Symbieta, and JJ Buck.
All right, a little breaking news for you this morning. If you haven't heard it, Troy Lesane out as the head coach technical director of New Mexico United. That was released just a short time ago. The only head coach United has had in their 3-year history. Team did not make the playoffs this year for the first time, and it sounds like a mutual parting. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and J.J. Buck.
Well, his contract was up.
Right.
So they didn't.
Right, so they didn't renew it. Right. So we can get into that in a little bit. All right, we'll take your calls coming up in the next segment. Lobo Women's Soccer will play for a league championship on Saturday. They are the defending champions. Double overtime yesterday. Zaria Kate-Sigua with 2 goals, including the winner, as UNM beats Utah State 2-1. They will move into the championship game against Boise State. The head coach of UNM Soccer is Heather Dyke. She joins us this morning on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. Hello, Heather. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Good morning, you guys. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, appreciate you spending some time with us. Congratulations on a tight one yesterday. There you are. Kind of, I don't know, deja vu is exact, but maybe it is. Last minute, it's postseason tournament, and they scored to tie things up. Kind of felt like the San Diego State game a little bit last year, did it not?
Yeah, we don't like to do things easy. We like to make it exciting for the fans. You know, it's part of the show.
Well, you've been there
Turn me
before.
gray early is what it's going to do.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's one of those things that could be demoralizing, and for your team, obviously, it's not. And that's how you won a league championship last year and then got to one this year. The thought process and just the thought throughout your team and that bench when here you are 50 seconds away from moving into the championship game, and now you got to keep playing. Where was your team?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit heart-wrenching, you know, and especially I thought first half of that game yesterday, I didn't think we played our best. I thought the nerves got to us a little bit, especially some of our younger players. And at halftime, we discussed it, you know, what we want to do is play to our level, play at our best, regardless of how the result goes, and we would feel good with that. So I thought second half we were very, very good. Deserved the goal, probably deserved to win in regulation, and for that goal to go in, yeah, it's disheartening. But I think something that is a cornerstone of our team is that we do things together. So we're not going to let, a high be too high or a low be too low, and somehow we keep finding a way to fight out of difficult situations. So something I'm really proud of with our team. I don't think every team has the ability to do that. So pretty amazing group of women that we have.
Heather, it's got to be a little bit of both. The players stepping up, leading the way, but of course what you and your coaching staff has done over the last few seasons to build that character. How does it come about? Is it something that you have to focus on, or is it just organic with the roster that you build?
I think our priority when we recruit is recruit the person over the player. We'd really try to look into character of people, character of families, character of, the players that we bring in. We want good people to be a part of our New Mexico program. And we've turned down some players that I think would have been outstanding soccer players, but could have been detrimental to our culture. Maybe initially to our demise, but I believe in that. I want to be around great young women, and I think that the ability to play college sports is a privilege, not a right. And when you have people that feel that way and are proud to represent their state and their university, then I think they fight through situations like yesterday.
Talking with UNM women's soccer coach Heather Dyke. In the story of Zaria Kate Siegel, I've talked about her all season long. She steps up again, finding the back of the net twice. James Yodis had a fantastic story on her journey this week in Albuquerque Journal. I know people have talked about it, but probably a lot of people learning for the first time about your freshman from Albuquerque. What makes her so just different and special on and off the field?
Yeah, I thought James' article was fantastic and very well written and a great representation of Janelle and Zaria and the whole family, truthfully. But to go through what Zaria went through really about 2 months before she started preseason with us, I don't have words for it. It just, yeah, it gets you emotional. But Zaria has found a way, and I think our team has really rallied around her to kind of provide her with a second family. So to see her go through what she's been through and find the success that she's found on the field, off the field, and then to get those 2 goals yesterday, there's just something special about it.
There's, I've always said there's it. When you're at a loss for words, when you can't describe it, some people, and certainly athletes have it. And for her to be the one, the freshman, to have the 2 goals and the golden goal yesterday, would you say she has it, and is that something you saw when you were recruiting her?
No, I think Zaria's always been full of it.
Yeah.
in every way
She's
possible.
full of it.
Yeah, no, and I'm obviously referring to the AUR, but she just has something special to her. Like when people are around Zaria, they light up. She's kind and she's funny and she's giving and she puts other people first, and she's done that always. But for a freshman to come in, and we do have a pretty strong culture. We talk about it, we invest in it, it really is what we believe in. And for a freshman to come in and 3 months into it already be so impactful into that culture, yeah, there's just not enough words to describe her. She's an amazing, amazing young woman.
Lobo women's soccer coach Heather Dyke is with us on the opening drive. Lobos win 2-1 yesterday in the Mountain West Conference semifinal over Utah State in double overtime. Next up, Boise State for a championship. New Mexico has won 13 games this season. Second time they've done that under Heather Dyke. 15 is the program record, and you're not done. Here comes Boise State, and you know what you got in front of them. I'm sure you got to watch them a little bit yesterday. A 6th seed that is always very good. Oh, and you happen to be in Boise, Idaho.
Yeah, it's. I feel like every year we run into a certain group of teams. It's always, us, San Diego State, San Jose State, and Boise State that tend to knock each other out. These past few years, at least since I've been here, and Boise's had a little bit of magic towards the end of the year. They barely actually made the tournament, which was wrong. They're a very, very good team. I thought they should have beat us at home this year on our field. And, yeah, they've got this kind of energy to them and a chip on their shoulder. And when you have to play somebody on their home field, we're going to need some luck, and hopefully we can give it our best performance. But it's going to be a great one.
Yeah, and that's, Heather, what I was thinking. I was thinking back to that Sunday matchup you had, similar situation, coming off playing a game 48 hours prior. It was physical. It was a grind. Do you expect that kind of same style tomorrow?
I think so, yeah. I think so. I mean, Boise State always, they're a physically dominant team. I mean, a lot of those players, when you shake hands, I look them in the eye. They're tall and strong. And I think Jim always has them very well organized. I thought how they adjusted tactically to try and shut us down and kind of shut our main attack down was intelligent. We had to, readjust during the game to try and find some success, but they had a goal called back that I think should have been a goal after watching video. So it's just going to be a game that, someone's going to need to find that little bit of magic, and hopefully we still have some left in our tank.
Now, with UNM women's soccer coach Heather Dyke, and part of the build-up in those 2 goals was Jaden Edwards had the hockey assist on the game winner. And where do you feel about your attack right now? You've talked this season, Maddie Hirschman up and down, but we've seen Molly Myers coming into form. Just the players up top, are they playing as best as they can at this point?
Yeah, the cool part about that group of 3, really, Maddie, Molly, Zaria, and Jaden is a midfielder, but Jaden's been, in my opinion, well worthy of her Offensive Player of the Year this entire season. She's something else. And I thought yesterday both those goals, truthfully, were created by Jaden's movement and passing. And when you have a star, I say that in quotations, like Jaden, because she doesn't act like that at all, but when you have a player that's capable of doing what she does, and she's willing to pass in front of the net in a big game like that, it's a pretty incredible thing to see. But yeah, those 3, it seems like each game one of them steps up. So hopefully maybe 2 of them at a time will step up on Saturday, and we can put a few more away. But they've been incredible, because when you lose Gwen and you lose Alicia, and I think between those 2 they scored 15 goals last year. When you lose 15 goals and you have a freshman like Zaria scoring 10, and you have Molly coming in as a transfer scoring 8, and without question, Maddie's been a big part of all of those. We needed that. We needed that to be successful. So it's a huge kudos to that group.
Heather, what do you do on the day off in Boise? And I want to know why is this in Boise? People have been asking, when New Mexico is the 1 seed and it typically goes to the defending champions' home site, but Boise had won the year before COVID, and because they didn't get to host, somehow your championship, I guess, didn't matter this year, and they got to host. So that's a whole nother story, and which bothered me maybe more than it bothered you. But there you are in Boise. What do you do on the day off?
It definitely bothered me equally, if not more.
Yeah, it should bother you. No, it was ridiculous. I'll say it. It's ridiculous. You won last year. COVID sucked. It sucked for everybody. And why did they penalize you for not having this thing? Every year they have it at the home of the defending champion. Did they not?
Yeah, they do. They do. So that was a frustrating process. And now, next year we do get the host, and now they're talking about putting it in a neutral site. So that'll be a battle when I leave here and make sure that we get to bring a championship tournament home to New Mexico, which I think would be amazing for our community. So in Boise this year, we're going to have to figure out a way to do it here. But I think our team hopefully can use that as a little bit of a chip on our shoulder after the season that we put on last year to try and find a way to do it again. If we're able to win in Boise and then, hopefully host next year as the defending champions, that would be something pretty special.
What are you playing at noon? Is that what it is tomorrow?
Yeah, we play at noon tomorrow, so the girls, basically today we'll just stay off their legs, try and find a way to get them some energy back. It was a heavy game yesterday. Luckily both games were heavy, so that can't be, an excuse. You never want the opposing team to win 3-0 in their semifinal and rest all their best players, but they had to go all the way to a shootout. So I think both teams will be heavy. The field is wet, and so today it's just a matter of actually trying to get calories into them, get off their legs, get a flush, and kind of refocus and get our energy ready for the championship.
Good move by the league. It's going to be 70 here tomorrow, 42% chance of rain tomorrow. But yeah, let's go up there. All right. Hey, lastly, I know you've got a good working relationship with New Mexico United. I'm going to assume you knew about Troy Lesesne not coming back. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Just your reaction. Troy's done a heck of a job. I think is the only head coach United has ever had, and I know you've got a good relationship. Just your reaction to Troy not coming back and United going to go a different way.
Yeah, Troy was kind enough to let me know about his decision a little earlier in the week, and I think he's choosing to do what he feels is best for the club, which doesn't surprise me at all. He's everything that you see from New Mexico United, Troy has been a part of. It's the culture, the community, the social media, the all of it, and it's become so far-reaching in 3 years. There's really not enough nice things you can say about what he's done here. So I'm incredibly disappointed to see him go. I've learned a ton from Troy and really enjoyed our relationship. But I also respect his decision. I think it's a hard thing to do, to recognize that you think a club that you love and a club that you created needs something different. So he'll be missed, but he certainly will be appreciated. I think the legacy that he'll leave with New Mexico United is permanent.
I'm not looking to start rumors. The first name that I thought to replace him was Heather Dyke. Is that something that you would ever be interested in?
I'm going to get through Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm going to get through Saturday before I even.
Oh, get beyond Saturday. Get through Saturday and get through the
Yeah.
NCAAs. Yeah.
I don't even have the headspace to go there right now.
Fair
Focus
enough.
on my kids and get them going.
Yeah, fair enough. Thanks for spending some time. Congratulations on
My
all the
pleasure.
success.
Yeah,
Best
thank
of
you,
luck
guys.
tomorrow, and I look forward to you bringing home another trophy.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you for the time.
Be well, Heather. Thanks. Heather Dyke, head coach of Lobo Women's Soccer. I didn't ask her if she's asking for the job. Would she ever be interested in something like that? I'm not looking to start rumors. I'm not lying. That's the first name that popped in my head. Now, I'm not a soccer person like you might be. You might say, hey, well, this coach at Rio Grande Valley or this coach, you know way more than I do who might be somebody to fit into that position. But that was the first name that popped into my mind.
It's not crazy to think that way at all.
Okay. All right. I'm just kind of curious. I mean, that's
Great coach, great person.
great in the community. I think
And-
it might even bring in more people.
Still, unfinished business ahead.
No, that's 100%. And not even get through tomorrow. Get through the NCAAs because they're going to win tomorrow. All right, we're going to give away some tickets here in a moment. We'll give away football tickets this time. The number to call, and I'll give you the numbers here, which caller at 505-246-0610. But, gentlemen, how you feeling? How are you feeling as you go into the busiest time of the year? Are you ready for it? Are you feeling up to it? I hope you are. But, guys, if you're feeling some of these very natural things like fatigue or hair loss, maybe you put on a few extra pounds or dealing with erectile dysfunction, NuMale is here to help. NuMale's testosterone replacement has been helping men deal with things like this for years. Men all over the country feel better because they made the call, made an appointment, and went and saw NuMale. The number is 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688. Or you can go online at NuMale, NuMale.com. Look, here's the facts. As you age, there's a good chance you're going to be affected. Absolutely natural things, nothing to be ashamed of. NuMale's convenient. They're here in Albuquerque. They're with you through the entirety of the treatment. And most of all, the results are real. It works. Isn't feeling better worth the phone call? Sure it is. So call them. Feel like you again. 505-652-1688. That's 505-652-1688. Or visit NuMale.com and feel better. All right, 2 tickets, Lobo football tomorrow against UNLV and a parking pass. Caller number... You pointed at me. I'm going to go 6. Caller 6 right now. 505-246-0610. I got 2 tickets. Well, actually, I don't. A. Marie will have them. 2 tickets to go see Lobo football tomorrow against UNLV. Call now, 505-246-0610.
Look at you, bro.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Global Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one.
The Sports Animal.
All right, that group of tickets is given away. Seems like people like the football, so we'll do the football tickets again at the bottom of this hour. But if you're on listening and calling for the tickets, those tickets are gone. 505-246-0610 if you want to get in. Appreciate Heather spending some time with us. Just what she's done with that program is phenomenal. The respect she has. Look, you know me. I don't dislike soccer. I don't go out of my way. It's never. I've got. We all have so much bandwidth. I enjoy it. I watch this time of year. I watch her team. Actually, I watch her team probably more than maybe I watch United. But what she's done, I have so much respect for, and the way she does it, the way she handles it. So. I hope you understand the question that I asked at the end. I didn't ask her if she wants this job, if she's going for it. I asked if she would, if that is something she has ever thought about wanting to do. And I appreciate her answer. She's got a big match tomorrow, and that's fine. I'm going to tell you, and I appreciate you telling me you got better perspective. Troy Lesesne is out as head coach of United. That was announced today. It sounds like they decided his contract was up. They will have a new head coach. Marie, kind of what we were talking about early in the show about women in sports and how women have been breaking barriers. And I look at this situation and look, I could be so completely out of my mind, and that's okay. If I am, somebody tell me. But JJ, I respect you, and I know you would tell me. I think first and foremost, I believe JJ, she's qualified to be a professional head coach at that level. Secondly, the splash it would make.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Peter's been really clear about wanting to break down barriers and be first. National news that it would be the first North American professional team to have a woman coaching a men's team. And thirdly, would the governor then be more apt to give them money to build a stadium?
Maybe.
I think it's coming.
I think this is a very.
You think the governor's giving them money either way? I think you're right. I think the governor is going to give them money.
But I like your idea here. Maybe you're giving them an idea.
I'm
here on the Sports Animal.
And I will say, it's already happening. This has nothing to do with the stadium. People are already saying, "Oh, no stadium, no coach. Mexico doesn't want winners." No, this is a decision from United and Troy Lesesne, not something that was voted down by Albuquerque.
All right, so let's go.
Why do people always go to the negative? Maybe it's not a bad thing.
Well,
sports.
It's sports because they didn't make the playoffs. The coach is out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where do you go? Okay. If they made the playoffs or if they made a run the playoffs, would Troy be renewed?
We don't know.
We don't know.
I mean, your opinion. You're way closer to this than I am.
Well, most of the time in sports, you stay as coach.
What do you think?
If they make the postseason, with the battling through what they did in injuries, but it's sports. It's what you have to do. This one is really tough because you read the release, and it's mutual, and then Heather giving us some information about her conversation with Troy that he kind of made the decision earlier this week. So it's one you wonder, and hopefully we get a chance to hear from Troy, who's supposed to have an end of the season press conference today at 10 a.m. So I don't know if that's still happening.
I think that's the only reason this release came out. They never release anything until after 10. Like always, right after our show is when releases come out.
So if he's still speaking or not, did he feel like maybe they didn't want him back? He couldn't sell that vision.
No, was this Peter's call?
Because they're posting a bunch of videos already. Like they had this prepared. Like, thank you, coach. You built this team. We love you. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
But we're going in a different direction.
Yeah, no, as they should post thank you videos. He got him through that last season playing on the road. He got him through the first season, which was spectacular. Which really, I mean,
that U.S.
first
Open Cup
season
run
was
so huge.
That's the base of this franchise. That's the base of the popularity of the franchise. And then they didn't make the playoffs this year, and so now you're going to go a different direction. So there's that, and then look, like I said, you and I both believe the governor's going to give them money to build a stadium, right?
Yes, you can easily connect those dots.
Yes, I think that's going to happen too, and I think there's going to be people who lose their mind and people who are going to be very, very happy. So what's next? I'm not looking to start rumors. I'm just throwing out an idea, and I hope that's all. I hope you take it for what it's worth. I see Heather Dyke as being what's her role is on the technical staff. JJ, is she an advisor?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that this world is ready for a female to coach a men's professional team.
Head too, because there are assistant.
That's right.
Women.
That's right.
In the NBA,
Understood.
and NFL, and
Understood. There's not a head coach, to my knowledge, is there? So this would be the first. I think, Peter's always been about the splash, which is good. But I would tell you first and foremost, and this is where I sit, and so I know I'm not an expert in this. It feels that she would be qualified. She's already an advisor on the technical staff. She's been an incredibly successful coach at every level that she's been at. She's here. She's entrenched in this community, which would carry on what they say the mission is Somos Unidos. And I think it would extend popularity in this community too. Now, it's got to be good on the pitch. It's got to result in results, for lack of a better way to say it. But I'm just throwing that out there.
Just like that's a very good idea, by the way.
Just I don't know. How would you feel about that? How would people respond to that? I think people would be. I think in this city, in this day and age, for that, like now, they wouldn't be ready for a woman to coach Lobo men's basketball. But for United, I think it would work. And I'm not saying one's better, higher, worse than the other. I think they're different. I'm not telling you one is better. I think the response for a women's coach for United and that woman's coach, that woman, would be different than, Lobo men's basketball. What are you talking about, right? Do you disagree with me?
I can see the reaction to that.
Yeah.
And Heather has an unbelievable resume. It's also coaching the best international team in soccer, U.S. women's team. She's been a part of that. She's scouted for the national team. She's been there with them at the Olympics. She's coached every level. And that those connections aren't just exclusive to coaching women's soccer. It's the game of soccer. Obviously, United before this, Trey Lissane respected her enough to want to have her as a voice this season. Part of technical decisions. Hey, who am I going to bounce things off of? Team culture, character, all the above she was involved in. Absolutely at the top of the list.
All right. 505-246-0610. I'm going to reset the day for you when we get back. You can send – I got a bunch of emails. I've got to get through those for you as well. We'll do those. They're coming in. Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com. JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. I got 2 more tickets to give away. I have them now, but I'll walk them over to you. And then you can give them away.
Okay.
Because I don't want to take the phone calls. 505-246-0610. 2 tickets to go see Lobo football tomorrow versus UNLV. 5 o'clock kick time out at University Stadium. I got a parking pass as well. You got to pick a number this time. I mean, I know it's difficult. Pick one. Caller 2 right now. 505-246-0610. You're lazy. 505 to caller 2, she said. Get on the phone. 2 tickets for caller 2 on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better.
Bob Stigler. Clark? No, different guy. All right, you give away those tickets to our boy Tony.
It's like crazy Friday morning, Tony.
Are we gonna host still? We still gonna?
Well, but I was next one because now we're gonna end it. That break was really short. I mean, we can hoe differently today.
I mean, however you want to do it, man. You're in charge of the hose.
Is JJ even back yet?
I don't know where JJ is, man. JJ might have got escorted out of the building for all I know.
It's Friday. The phones are going crazy. The break was 2 minutes for some reason.
JJ. He got escorted out of the building. You didn't see the guys in the suits? Actually, neither one of them were wearing suits today. One of them was wearing the same pullover I'm wearing. Exact same.
I didn't see what polo you're wearing, but
same New Mexico Bowl pullover.
How about when JJ comes in, I start the hoe? That would be good.
Yeah.
Cue me.
All right. Todd says, does this open the door for Coach Fishbein to return? Jeffy, from what I understand, Jeremy Fishbein still lives in Albuquerque and is doing consulting work. That is from Todd. So Fishbine's name was like the biggest name when this started, right? Men's soccer was on the chopping block. United was coming in, and who should get the job? I mean, Jeremy's name was like the first, the biggest, the loudest name when this all started, right? I don't know that he would be considered. Do you?
I don't, but you can throw it on the list. It's that time of year.
It's that time of year. There's a coaching.
The coaching carousel.
Yeah.
Put it on the list.
All right. Hondo says, have we seen the last of Terry Wilson in a Lobo uniform, Jeffy? Do I get this every day? By all accounts, he isn't going to play. After a month of not even practicing and only 3 contests left, it's going to take time to get him back into game shape, and we're getting to the point of diminishing returns. So I would.
What do you think he's been doing? Just sitting down and eating Reese's this whole time?
Well, it was Halloween. I mean,
That's
there's
what
a big
I'm
bag of Reese's
doing.
everywhere you go, and
Absolutely, I'm not in
big
game
ass
shape.
bag at my house. And by the way, I've had 0. No, that's not true. I had one.
Good on you.
I can't eat one, dude.
I'm all or nothing.
I brought the Costco bag to the office.
I saw it, and it went quickly.
Oh my God! By the time I left,
It
it's
went
halfway
quickly.
gone.
HB said,
do people like? I get you're excited and say Chavez deserves his opportunity, but some people just seem to like be so happy that they can say Terry Wilson is not playing again.
I know.
I get it.
I know. I don't know why this guy became the enemy.
Yeah.
Like, here's a guy who transferred here from
Kentucky.
I'm sorry. I just
Got
laughed.
I heard the message come through.
I don't even know what to say to some stuff. All right. HB said, can we talk about the stadium? Jeff, over the summer, I think Time Killer, that means Tim Keller, expected a much closer race than he got. And it could flip 5,000 to 10,000 dividers voters to his side based upon him carrying the water for their new gym would be the difference. But it turned out to be a blew out. So he didn't need those United supporters
The
after
blew
all.
out.
Yeah, he didn't. The blew out. Yeah, so I don't know what your point is. What are you asking? So he basically thinks, I don't know what he thinks. Howard, what do you think?
Good morning. This next statement I'm going to make is meant in nothing but the spirit of good-heartedness. Whenever you're on hold and you answer, Jeff, and it's either Edward or Grady, you call back next segment.
Yeah, that's a pretty good move. I've seen you do that.
Hey, we got through a week, guys, without Luke kissing any girls on the playground.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Grandpa must have said something.
You know, Jeff, and I'm surprised at you. You said something about a dad wanting to beat him. That brazen little hussy kissed him first. Let's make that clear, okay?
That 5-year-old
Did you just call her
brazen little
hussy?
hussy. He did. He called a 5-year-old a brazen little hussy.
Do I have to dump that? You better be careful. You're going to get careful in this climate.
Yeah.
Oh,
just
boy.
kidding.
You're getting.
Hey,
that's funny.
let me ask you, how does it go? You know, I've been in your studio a couple of times. I know the little maze you got to walk through there and all. What happens, you know, when somebody's relieved of their duties? Does somebody poke their head in the studio and say, hey, boss wants to see you and bring your headset, kind of like in football?
Yeah.
Hey, the boss wants to see you and bring your playbook. Is
Yeah,
that how it goes?
exactly right. Yeah, although we don't have company-issued heads. Oh, well, maybe we do for the home stuff. Yeah, boss wants to see you. Bring your headset. Whoa. No, they were standing right outside the door, man. There's a window here. I'm like, dang, is it bad that the GM and the sales manager
what did we
are
do?
like both looking in, waiting for me, leaning against the wall, waiting for that red light to go off? Like, I'm getting blued out.
Everybody's thinking what bad they might have done, correct?
I don't know. I was like, gosh, did I use my key card
Hey,
for...
What did the Jets discover last night? That they have a third quarterback now?
They discovered that they can't stop the
Jets
run.
are the Jets.
Yeah, they can't stop the nosebleed, can they?
I mean, they can have as
So
many
it's gonna
quarterbacks
be
as
an
they need.
interesting weekend in football. No Aaron Rodgers, and I think you know, there's a lot of NFL players that are not vaccinated. And you know, I'm not going to cast any stones at Aaron Rodgers. He's good for the NFL, and whether he was a little deceitful or whatever, that's on him. He's got to deal with that. But it's going to cost his team a little bit. But I think Jeff is right. He probably would have got it anyway, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I didn't even think of it in those terms. Yeah, I mean, if Devontae Adams did, Alan Lazard did, and supposedly they're both vaccinated.
But what it could have done is put his teammates in a worse position because there's still contact tracing that goes on. Rules are different in terms of time out for vaccinated players versus unvaccinated players because you can be vaccinated if it's asymptomatic, somehow get 2 negative tests in 24-hour time period and you're back. Not just, he got COVID.
I'm sorry, JJ. So I've got one question left that that was brought to my attention by my 7-year-old grandson. My daughter and son-in-law are in Dallas for the game, so my wife and I are watching the grandbabies this weekend. So he looked me straight in the eye yesterday and said, "Grandpa, are we going to church or watching the Dallas game?" Trying to figure that one out, because he's a huge Dallas fan.
The Church of Jerry Jones.
The Church of Dak.
We used to go to early mass on Sunday. Just saying.
Well, we're trying to find a Saturday afternoon mass so we can take him to dinner and go to mass and see, and
then worship
the Lobos. What about the
currently in
Lobos?
catechism, so we got to keep him going along those lines.
And then worship at the altar of the Star.
Yep. You guys take it easy. Have a great weekend.
Enjoy your weekend. I'm changing my team name from Zoom to Brazen Little Hussy.
That's amazing.
He called a 5-year-old girl
sorry.
Brazen Little Hussy. Oh, it's so good. All right, I got Les is in on Grady. Is Grady training the new generation of OD callers? Jay, Terry? When you spend the first minute talking about how you're going to try to keep your calls short, that's when listeners should know they're in trouble. Yesterday, I think those, all right, they took up half the show, is what he says. All right.
It's been a fun Friday.
I think so. I mean, I feel a little holeless, but
we're going after. Well, it's been a little.
I know. I
little wild.
We got to give away tickets too. And
Tickets. We're hoeing. We're ending it with a hoe. Okay, guys.
The Brass come by. The American Stigalo came by. You didn't even know that you had met the guy.
No,
before.
I did. That was just a party foul.
Yeah, the poor guy's like, gosh.
I know. I talk to him all the time. Yes.
Oh, that's what that guy's name is. The American Stigalo.
No, sorry.
Are you
I won't
Stiggy?
ever. Believe me, I won't ever forget again. How dare I?
It's Stig in the Mud? No, that's not right. That's not
No.
right. Hey, I don't like that one.
No.
What? What? Is that bad?
Oh, you're just a stick in the mud.
Yeah, I know. All right. Maurice wants to know the official OD Breeders' Cup predictions. Jeff, the $6 million classic tip time from Del Mar is 6:40 p.m. Mountain Time. I wonder how much that is going to cut into Lobo football attendance. I'll take Medina Spirit because when it comes to these kind of races, his trainer is a witch. I'll go with Medina Spirit. You too?
I'm going
Let's
with
do it.
Desperate for Attention.
All right, I'm going with Brazen Little Hussy. That's a good horse name.
That's a great one.
And here comes Brazen Little Hussy on the outside. Yeah. Medina Spirit, Brazen Little Hussy, Medina Spirit, Brazen Little Hussy at the where we got a photo. Brazen Little Hussy. At 5-1. I always wanted to call horse race. That's one thing I don't know I can. Hockey's hard, and I don't know I can call a horse race.
I think you can do it.
I've called a lot of games. I've called soccer, tennis. I mean, I've done a lot of play-by-play. Hockey was the hardest one I've ever done. And I don't know that I could call a horse race. All right, 505-246-0610. JJ's got something to tell you, but you want to give away basketball tickets now?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
I'm picking the number.
What?
7.
We've already done 7.
What's our number?
10.
Look at that.
All right.
Caller
Friday.
505.
And then we're coming back and we're hoeing, so everyone be in studio.
2 tickets, Lobos versus New Mexico Highlands. It's tonight. We got a parking pass. You got to be able to get here between 1 and 5 to pick them up. 505-246-0610. Call now for 2 tickets to go see Lobo men's basketball tonight, courtesy of A. Marie. Caller number 10 will get those tickets.
Training, 45 minutes, high-intensity interval training. Classes are fantastic. Strength work, cardio work. You'll be doing something different every single day, and that's the key, too. Every day, 7 days a week, classes are available, so you can find something that fits your schedule. 45 minutes, get yourself a great high-intensity workout. Get yourself on track this holiday season. Start now. Don't wait. Start getting in the gym with everything that's going on. Check them out at F45training.com. Download the F45 app today. You can check out everything that's going on at the Northeast Heights location. Look at the class schedule. Read about the class descriptions. Sign up for your 7-day free trial. Book your next class. Get in and get going. Team training, life-changing. I'll see you at F45.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Hi, my name is Adrian Chavez Sr., proud owner, operator of Lobo Protective Services. We are also a proud member of ProView Networks, as well as so excited that New Mexico Youth Sports is back. In order to join our team, please join us at www.loboprotectiveservices.com.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
We here at Clark's Pet Emporium welcome you to bring in your pets. We know that having your pet with you makes the experience of shopping for them even better. And we welcome you to bring your kids also. Clark's Pet Emporium, your pet's second best friend.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
You trusted your home or business security to a company with an armed response. They sold out to a national corporate giant, and you're stuck on the brink of less security. I'm Aaron Jones, owner of International Protective Service. IPS isn't for sale. I'm invested here, and I care about your home and business as if it's my own. Let the highly trained armed guards or 24-hour patrols of IPS protect what's yours. With faster response times to catch criminals and less associated costs. Call 897-2420 or go to ipsglobal.com.
When looking for the best...
Give away the tickets.
Give me a hoe if you got your funky bus fare.
thanks for coming, everybody. Drive home safely. How'd we do?
We did great. We did great.
I got no.
That's your average. Like a minute.
My average. No, I'm just average today.
No, that is your average.
Like the American Stigalo. He likes sticking the mud. All right, one more set of tickets to give away. We'll do that as we go out tonight. 246-0610, 888-922-0610. Level basketball tonight over on News Radio KKOB, 7 o'clock against Highlands. Tomorrow, football, 5 o'clock, University Stadium. We'll give away 2 more tickets for that before we get out of here. JJ and are you on the pregame show tomorrow? You're not?
No.
All right. Well, there'll be a pregame show.
Mike Trujillo.
Trulio.
Again, stepping up.
All right.
Great opportunity for Mike T.
All right, so Trulio's got the pregame show at, 4?
4. So Robert Portnoy, Don Trumore kick it off from the stadium and send it back here for a little bit, going back and forth, get all your pregame conversations, interviews, and get set for UNLV, which they don't play every season, obviously, with the division games, but the home team has not won this matchup since 2011.
Is that right?
Yes.
I don't know that I knew that. UNLV hasn't won a game since 2019.
Yes.
A game, period. So
game.
Todd says Lobo football gets healthy against the Rebs, right? Jeff, last time against UNLV, wasn't that the Sharon Jones game where he came off the bench and looked great? He was big and athletic, and Lobo fans were salivating. That's what a quarterback's supposed to look like. We can see why he was recruited by Tennessee, etc. Do we see a repeat of the 50-14 score? I don't see 50-14. I do remember that game. I mean, and Sharon Jones did look great that day, did he not?
Sharon Jones.
And then, it all happened. All right. One last shout out, Grady says. I want to get one last shout out to my Manzano Monarch football teammate, the head coach at Hope High School, Fernando Salinas. Wish him and them good luck today as they open the playoffs against Navajo Prep at Wilson Stadium tonight. There you go. Terry, good day, sir. How are you?
Good Friday to all of you.
Ho!
Quick. Yeah, late ho is better than no ho at all. So, quick story. It was in reverse. My son was probably between 2 and 3. Pick him up at daycare, and all the young ladies would be, Shane, and they'd all go over and kiss him goodbye. And I had to give him that heart-to-heart talk in the car saying, son, it's not going to be that easy when you get older. And so from that end, good luck. Good luck to Academy and Addie. I don't know what Austin's up to, if he signed his contract yet, but if he's doing something, I hope Austin has a great weekend, and Baloo's got to have a great weekend. So all of you guys enjoy your families. Hopefully nobody of JJ's team, the Nuggets, doesn't go off and they don't trade somebody away and pay for him to leave. But
started on the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Triggered.
So have a great weekend. Enjoy your families. Be safe. Take care. As always, enjoy you guys.
Good
Take
day,
care.
Terry.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, how about your nut? You're
started on
late
the
ho.
Number teams love just trading stuff away and paying for their salaries. Like
They do, and they love making terrible decisions. Michael Porter Jr. is not a $200 million player. You're stuck with an average guy, $200 million. That is going to set back this team so far for the next few seasons. You have one of the best players in the game, Jokic, that's trying to drag around a bunch of dead bodies on this roster right now.
Dead bodies.
Woo!
How do you feel about that? Like, honestly, though. $200
Very
million.
disappointed in my Nuggets.
As you
That they
should.
made that commitment to Michael Porter Jr., who's not that dude.
I don't know why they thought he was that dude. Like, he's good. But why they think he was that dude?
They should have traded him for Ben Simmons on the spot. That would have been the move to make.
All right. Hey, we got to beat the pros, don't we?
Oh, yeah. What game did you pick?
It says, hey, Jeff, where's the link to look up the contest for once-a-week NFL games you guys pick that we can get involved in? It's on our website, right?
Sports Animal.
SportsAnimalABQ.com. What game do we pick?
We did Green Bay, Kansas City.
Who did I take?
You took Green Bay.
All right.
Was this before the...
No, I think it
was yesterday.
I think I'm all in on Jordan.
Let's go.
Yeah. So you got Kansas City. I got Green Bay. All right.
And then you log in, just pick who you side with, Jeff or JJ. You're the opportunity to win prizes, including a fantastic recliner at the end of the season.
A recliner?
Ooh.
Like to sit in and watch the New Mexico Bowl?
Yes.
At the game? Oh, wait, not at the game? You going to the game? I got a guy.
To the New Mexico Bowl?
Yeah,
Of course I'm going to the New Mexico Bowl.
We got a little party that day.
Can I come?
Yeah. And by the way, tickets are on sale for that. And commercials will be starting like here in a week and a half. And but yeah, we're going. It's the kickoff for kindness this year.
I've only been to one.
December
18. December.
One time during the holidays, it's like always, it fell perfectly when I was in town and I got to go and I had a really good time.
So, yeah, we'll have a good time with that, promise. All right, looking through the texter. Did I miss anything on the texter? Boy, there's a lot from that same number in there. A new era in Lobo men's basketball starts tonight. I wish Coach Patino the very best. Go Lobos, #Nuevo. Woof, woof, woof. All right, that's good. Hey, Jeff, where's the link to look? I just gave you that. Edward, make your picks and shut the hell up. All right.
Guys, it's Friday. Come on, man.
I'll be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. All right. Cowboys have the Broncos this weekend. What's the spread on that? It wasn't nearly enough, was it?
And Dak's playing.
Dak's playing like
the spread was.
What
I
is
just
the
don't
spread?
think. Well, I'll tell you. It's right here. It's just not nearly enough. I don't think when I
What
looked
is
at
it?
it last.
10.
It's 10.
Is it ever enough?
Well, so I look at Denver and I'm like, okay, they don't score, and I look at Dallas and I'm like, well, they score a lot, and their defense is taking the ball away, and well, sometimes Denver gives the ball away. How is this playing well? I don't know anything because I would have taken the Jets last night and lost with the 10.5.
I think a lot of people did, by the way.
I'd be really pissed the way
I
it
saw
went
a
down.
lot of bad parlays.
Yeah,
I saw a lot of people pissed this morning.
That sucks. Where's the upset coming from this week? Call me an upset because there's one every week that you don't see. Last week it was the Jets and the Bengals, right?
The Vikings. Just kidding.
You see the Vikings? No, look at you see the Vikings beating the Ravens
no,
after scoring what
my
they scored 17 last week against the Cowboys.
And my center. My.
Is it 49ers over Cardinals? Is it Titans over Rams? Is it Eagles over Chargers? I mean, Chargers don't do well going back east. Now they're playing a later game, but Chargers don't do well going back east. Is it Eagles over Chargers? What?
Texans over Dolphins, Jeff.
Yeah, we got to watch that.
What's
game.
the spread on that game?
What do you think it is? Who do you think's favorite?
The Dolphins.
By
4.
5.5.
Ooh, I was
Yeah,
close.
no, that's good. Yeah, if you're in a 1.5, you're good.
You got the banged up Bakers against the Bengals.
Bengals are going to bounce back and beat the Bengals. The Bengals are going to bounce back and beat the banged up Bengals.
And Odell,
the Bengals are going to bounce back and beat the banged up.
Where's Odell going?
Bakers. Raiders.
There's a lot going on. Yes, I think he's going to the Raiders. That makes sense. Good idea.
What do you think?
Patriots.
You like the Patriots?
Ooh, you know Bill loves those kind of
Our
trouble.
Team's going to keep their fingers crossed and see if he clears waivers because sitting right there smack dab at 15 is New England Patriots, just ahead of teams like the Raiders.
Interesting.
Okay.
I don't necessarily see like Jacksonville or Miami or Houston.
No. He's not going to want to go there.
Well, it's not going to.
Not his
if he
choice.
gets
If he
claimed,
gets
it
claimed
won't
by
be
That's
his
true.
choice.
That's
Yeah.
true.
If he gets claimed, it won't be his choice.
Oh boy.
This is a waivers thing where and if you pick him up on waivers, you've got to pick up his contract.
Yeah.
So will he clear waivers and then he's a free agent? But if he gets claimed, that means. And what is his contract? Is it ridiculous?
I think 2 years left.
All right. Thanks to Heather Dyke. You want to give away more tickets, by the way?
Yes, I do.
Football or basketball?
What is it for?
Football or basketball? Give away 2 more football tickets.
All right.
Two tickets go see Lobos and UNLV. Caller 5 right now, 246-0610. A-Marie, great week. Call now. You can have 2 tickets go see the Lobo football team. Adrian, great week. Thanks for everything. Jim Rome Show is next. Heard with Colin Coward after that. What a day's Friday. ABQ Sports Central, then Trulio. And we're back on Monday. Thanks to Heather Dyke for being with us. You got a big weekend, don't you?
Huge weekend.
All right. Enjoy it. Go out and be good to each other, please. Have a great, safe weekend. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We will see you on Monday.
Manzano. He's got nothing but green. Oh, and a touchdown-saving tackle by Angel Chavarria.
Academy searching for Babinski in the front. Babinski will keep her footing. She'll come back inside. Trying to get it. Here's the shot opportunity, and Academy scores to start this game. That's just a backbreaker when you're 1 yard from it. Turtle Morales is going to Cruz Garcia. Intercepted! Running up to make that play, it's Jesse Ramirez. Ramirez bouncing off a couple of guys. Gets through and finally taken down by Raymond Ivey.
No one has that problem in the city. To be so stacked at wide receiver that you're going to move one of your receivers to running back. There's Robertson. He scoops it up at the 7. He crosses the 20. He'll get to the 30. A lot of room for Robertson. He's got some speed. He's going to have to beat the kicker, and that is all. And the kicker can't get to him. He's stumbling up, and he is pushed out of bounds at the 2-yard line. There is the deep ball. The receiver was open for a moment, but then it's a pick for the people's champ, Nathan Lopez.